Welcome back to Next Bike World, your ultimate source for everything two wheels, from cutting-edge superbikes to modern legends reborn. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic muscle bikes ever built, a machine that has redefined raw power for decades. The legend is back, and it's meaner, louder, and more advanced than ever. Get ready for the 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 1800, a bike that takes the soul of the original VMAX and infuses it with 21st century muscle, technology, and presence. When Yamaha first introduced the VMAX back in 1985, it was a monster. It wasn't built to be the fastest cornering machine or the lightest bike. It was built to dominate in straight-line acceleration, to intimidate, and to roar. And now, in 2026, that spirit is back, evolved, refined, and electrified by new engineering brilliance. Let's start with what everyone wants to know, at the heart of the beast. The 2026 Yamaha VMAX packs a brand new 1,800cc V4 engine, the largest ever fitted to a Yamaha motorcycle. This massive liquid-cooled power plant delivers a mind-bending 208 horsepower at 9,000 revolutions per minute and a monstrous 175 Nm of torque at just 6,500 revolutions per minute. Yamaha's engineers have completely reworked the internals, adding a new lightweight forged crankshaft, titanium connecting rods, and high-compression pistons. The result is a smoother, faster revving V4 that not only screams to redline but also delivers low-end grunt like a freight train. But Yamaha didn't stop there. They introduced a new variable intake system that adjusts the intake length in real time, optimizing airflow for both torque and top-end performance. That means explosive acceleration from any gear, any RPM. Twist the throttle, and it feels like the world blurs around you as 0 to 100 km/h happens in just 2.8 seconds, making it one of the quickest production bikes in the world. And yes, Yamaha knew the VMAX was never about subtlety, so they gave it an exhaust note that growls like thunder. The new quad-pipe titanium exhaust has active valves that adjust the sound dynamically. In city mode, it's a deeper, but switch to sport or track mode, and it unleashes a brutal roar that will turn heads wherever you go. Now, about the design, because let's be honest, the VMAX has always been a showstopper. The 2026 version keeps that muscular stance intact but updates it with modern aggression. The sculpted fuel tank, the massive air intakes on either side, and that bold, low-slung profile all scream attitude. The new LED lighting setup is futuristic yet respectful of the VMAX heritage. A razor-sharp LED headlight sits up front, with a sleek taillight integrated seamlessly into the rear fender. Yamaha calls it industrial elegance, and it's easy to see why. This is not a bike for blending in. The chassis is an all-new hybrid aluminum frame, using both cast and extruded components for improved rigidity without excess weight. Yamaha has managed to cut almost 12 kilograms compared to the previous generation, bringing the total weight down to 295 kilograms wet. That's still hefty, but remember, this is a muscle cruiser built to dominate the streets, not a track weapon. Handling has improved significantly, thanks to a new 47mm fully adjustable kib front fork and a rear monoshock with electronic damping control. The VMAX now reads road conditions through sensors and adjusts suspension damping in milliseconds. Whether you're blasting through mountain roads or cruising the highway, the ride feels planted, predictable, and surprisingly refined. Braking performance is equally ferocious. Up front, you get dual 330mm rotors clamped by Brembo-style Yamaha monoblock calipers, while the rear uses a massive 298mm disc. The braking system is linked to Yamaha's cornering ABS and a move-based traction control, which means the VMAX knows exactly what the bike is doing in real time. Hard braking mid-corner? No problem, the electronics keep you stable and confident. Speaking of electronics, this 2026 VMAX embraces the digital age. It comes with Yamaha's latest ride control system, offering multiple riding modes: street, sport, track, and custom. Each mode changes throttle response, traction sensitivity, suspension feel, and even exhaust sound. The new 6.5-inch TFT display replaces the old analog cluster, offering crisp graphics, smartphone connectivity, and full navigation integration. You can customize your layout, view lean angles, G-forces, and even lap data if you're feeling brave enough to take this beast to the track. And for long hauls, Yamaha didn't forget comfort. The seat has been redesigned with a deeper bucket and improved padding, while the foot peg position is slightly more neutral than before. Despite its aggressive nature, the VMAX 1800 is surprisingly comfortable for highway rides. There's even optional cruise control, heated grips, and a small storage compartment integrated into the tail section. Now let's talk numbers. At the 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 1800 will start at around $26,999, depending on the market. That places it right in the territory of heavy hitters like the Ducati Diavel V4 and the Triumph Rocket 3R. But the VMAX brings something those bikes can't quite replicate: its identity. The VMAX is pure rebellion on two wheels. It doesn't chase trends or chase lap times. It's about raw, mechanical emotion, that feeling when you twist the throttle and the world bends around you. Yamaha is also offering an optional carbon performance package, which adds carbon fiber fenders, lightweight wheels, and a special black and red paint scheme inspired by the original 1985 model. There's also a launch control system, a quick shifter with auto blip, and even a drag race mode that optimizes traction and clutch slip for maximum acceleration. Yamaha is clearly embracing its power cruiser DNA, but in a way that feels modern, advanced, and ridiculously thrilling. Despite being a beast, the new VMAX is also built to last. Maintenance intervals have been extended, and the new cooling system ensures the big V4 stays thermally efficient even in hot city traffic. And for riders worried about fuel economy, well, let's be real, nobody buys a VMAX for its MPG. But Yamaha says it'll average around 14 kilometers per liter, which is respectable for a bike that powerful. In terms of personality, the 2026 VMAX feels like a fusion of muscle and modernism. It's unapologetically old school in its purpose, a street dominator, but packed with modern tech to make that power usable, controllable, and insanely fun. Every detail has been engineered for presence and performance. Even standing still, it radiates madness. It's the kind of bike that doesn't just sit in your garage, it owns it. So, who is this bike for? If you're someone who wants the rawest, most emotional riding experience money can buy, if you crave the sound of a big V4 snarling under you and the feeling of torque that could pull a small planet, the 2026 Yamaha VMAX is your bike. It's not for the faint-hearted, it's for riders who want to make a statement every time they roll out. Yamaha has taken the legacy of one of its most iconic machines and made it ready for the modern era. It's faster, smarter, and meaner, but it hasn't lost that old-school soul that made the original VMAX a legend. This isn't just a motorcycle, it's an experience, an adrenaline-fueled work of art. So there you have it, the 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 1800, the ultimate muscle bike reborn for a new generation. It's loud, it's fast, it's outrageous, and we love every second of it. Thanks for watching Next Bike World. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Yamaha's monster V4, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more incredible bikes coming your way. Ride safe, ride hard, and we'll see you in the next one.